Hello.
Hello.
We back.
We back. We
In
started.
the past.
Hey, cool. Play
This
the
is not
video
taking-
in 3, 2, 1, play. Hey guys, it's me, Neo King Ghidorah.
Damn, you just
Wow.
commentary and you just in-joking over these recordings that only we watch.
Nice.
Damn.
I like to think of it as a historical documentation of our adventures.
Hello on Empon 64.
You don't sound like you're from Nottingham.
Uh,
Nottingham.
yes, I am.
Alright, so
I'm British.
we are going to begin with a little bit of a flashback for how we got here. We're going to be, we open big blue skies. You guys are tracking another boat. The job was seemed a simple one. Someone came forward to Rowan, a man by the name of Alguis. He came to you in Ramshackle.
That's what I do.
It was a very, very well-paid job. All you had to do was intercept what seemed to be a very small ship, board it, grab some cargo, hand it over to Alguis. Everything will be fine. To that end, he put together a crew that he himself was paying for, and somehow the rest of you came into the mix. Where did he come to you to offer you this job? Where were you recently?
I was in the bar at the Shooting Pony. My usual hangout place. You know, having a friendly banter with the bartender. Him.
What was the name of that pub?
Shooting Pony.
Want to run that by me one more time?
Shooting Pony.
Okay.
The sign is a shotgun towards a pony head.
Okay.
Take issue with the name Shooting Pony.
No, I thought he said shitting pony.
It's actually a better name for a bar.
They might actually. Yes, Tim has been arguing that maybe he should change it to that, and Ron is like, nah. You want to disguise the fact that this is a shithole. But discussions were had until Mr. What's his name?
Oh yeah, so you're in the bar. This kind of old-fashioned looking, hook hand, eye patch pirate comes up to you, but he has the name of R.H. Alguis. He's known around Ramshackle for being quite wealthy, but his crews consistently... He sometimes bites off more than he can chew, so he goes through crews. At this point, he just hires freelancers whenever he's doing a job. But the pay, if you survive under him, is very, very good.
I'm not doing anything else. Been kind of hard to find work after I had that accident. But oh well.
So you're brought along, he hires you out, hires your ship, and goes about getting a crew together. And to that end, he finds the somewhat out of place cowboy Andrew Paulson. Where are you? Where are you when you're brought aboard?
I'm on top of a mountain in the spine. Meditating.
As you do. Cowboys are what to do.
No. I'm actually, sort of, I'm in like a sort of back-end bar. And, I know, like how he was in the shithole bar of Ramshackle? I was in an even more shithole bar.
Ah yes! Yes, the actual shitting pony.
So Alguis is somewhat famous, somewhat local celebrity pirate just comes in, sees you look a bit unique, and is like, hey, nice revolver.
Well, I like to think that, I'm known as a guy, relatively known as a person who is more than willing to do, like, the shadiest of shady work.
And this did seem
I'm very
shady.
Yes, I'm known for being discreet and not questioning things.
Hmm.
Probably caught me while I was gambling.
And that is very good, as the job as put forward is he recently put in a bid for something, a group of adventurers, coming out of Deltan, coming out of coming out of Deltan's Hope. They found something on an island beyond the Spine, and they were meant to transport it back to Deltan's Hope for study, but at some point during the journey they went rogue and started looking for buyers in the underground. And Algris was one of the buyers. He put down a pretty big bid on it. But when it seemed like the deal was done, apparently something else came through and they cut all contact.
Not the underground.
But before we get to the rest of the details, he decided he needed someone, maybe not a complete outright criminal, something a bit more esoteric, and that is how he came into contact with Thaddeus. Thaddeus Brunswick, how did he find you?
So he actually found me in the shittiest bar.
Yes! The fuck, what the fuck, what's the name of the shittiest bar?
The pony shit.
Yeah.
And no, I would have been in Goldenport.
No, it was just like an open crate, and it was called the fuck box.
Yeah,
They
tossed out the park bench.
they claim to have very different kinds of beer. It's actually all the same watered down shit.
It's actually just seawater. With some gin for it.
So salty.
It's good for you. It's good for you. So he found you in the shittiest bar.
Yeah, in Goldenport.
Mm.
He probably found me looking disgusted. Like I'm holding my my cloak a little closer to me, away from everyone in here.
It doesn't even have a roof.
Probably not. It's probably more like a shed.
There's some birds hanging about around the place.
For details about Goldenport and Baylor's Island, Baylor's Island is probably the least criminal place, so yeah, he had to dig to just find this little outback shit shed on the outskirts of town. I like criminals that can hide in awkward places.
It's not even a permanent building. It's like somebody just like it's actually like meant to move around.
Yeah, it's like a litter, okay? You just
Yeah,
once a month,
yeah.
they just pick it up and move it.
No, it does. No, like Thaddeus is just looking around for a bar, and like he just saw like some boxes somebody had left behind, and like they didn't even know it was a bar. They just kind of forgot about it.
Yeah, we just set it up, you know.
Yeah, no, it was just like some leftover construction work, and like somebody just came around and decided to make it their bar. Like a few minutes ago.
I like the idea of that. It's on one of those running carts, you know.
Hmm.
Like someone just picks up a cart and runs away with it.
A litter.
Yeah, you know, what are those like carts you see that people carry and they have people in them like a
Yeah,
chariot
a
sort of
litter.
deal? A litter? That's like a litter of animals, like a litter of cats.
I do also think that is the term for it.
Weird.
I'm googling this now. I'm sorry, just I'm kind of right. Anyway, I'm kind of right. But yeah, so he gathered all of you up. On the day you all kind of met up. Basically, Swede was picked up first. Rowan was picked up first and had to like escort him as he picked up everyone else. So you had to make a quick stop off in Goldenport. So
I'm
what...
taking it off my pay. You know.
Yeah, you're getting very, very good hazard pay for going there. So what you kind of know is he tracked down part of the route where the cargo that he was going to buy is being transported. It is passing just north of Helliver. So there's a brief window in which he knows where it's going to be. He can intercept it. The job seemed like it was going to be very simple. It was going to be on quite a small ship. to try and avoid much suspicion. And on the day you get a good eye on it. You think, okay, just keep an eye out for any shadowing ships. But turns out a lot more people knew where this was going. And what followed was a slaughter. Several boats, several ships all come together, and very early on in the conflict, Rowan's ship is massively hit. Alguis is directly hit by a cannon shot, sent overboard, and all you can do is watch this mass battle play out as you slowly descend.
Oh yeah, by the way, Rowan, the thing Rowan says when the boat gets hit, he just says, no, not again.
I'm on the lower deck of the ship, and I've set up a bar shittier than the shittiest bar in Goldenport.
Wait, I have a very, very serious question.
Yeah.
Tell me Swede is not the captain of this ship.
I am the
Swede
captain!
is the captain of this ship.
God, fuck.
You can't blame him
That's
considering
why
that
we
he's
went
been,
down.
He's been railroaded into this. He wasn't even allowed to make a roll to like, no, I don't get blown the fuck out.
Well, as Rowan goes down, he just takes a swig from his his apparently empty-less bottle and is like, well, men,
But yes,
all two of you.
what do we do, sir? In fact, as one of them finishes that sentence, he's immediately hit by a cannonball and also sent flying overboard.
Well,
That's sweet. So you look around and you see that the ship is descending, but you are near Helliver and above it. With some ace piloting, you could maybe crash it into the waters or maybe onto the rocky crags that make up the bowl of Helliver.
I'm gonna aim for the water. It seems that hopefully my ship can actually float.
There's a lot of water. I mean,
It's
just below
you know,
us.
It's more a kind of, well, it's more like you're kind of here at the moment. You're passing by north of Helliver.
Yeah. That blue thing on Hella is water, right?
Yes.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to, land in water near the thing, because I don't think landing on land will be good. But, let's see how this goes. Oh my fucking god, this does not bode well!
Okay then.
I knew I should have replaced that fucking steering wheel.
So let me set the scene here. Where is everyone on the ship then? Like, Neo, are you sticking to below deck? You've got the shittiest bar.
Well, you see what I've done is I set up a bucket. Buckets. That's what everyone sits on. There's like a piece of the ship that was blown away. That's like the countertop where we all drink, and the drinks are made of the worst drinks all mixed together. So that the moment you take it, you drink it, it makes you need to shit, and that's why you're sitting on buckets.
Is there a rat somewhere nearby?
That's the worst
Yes.
thing I've heard. But yeah, like, you're about to pour out some of this awful concoction.
Snake, if I may add something. This ship was kind of in bad shape anyway, so this was kind of like a bad idea. But
Yeah.
And just to metagame and everything, everyone pays in counterfeit shillings.
Perfect.
That's just.
But I'm just gonna say, like, so you've been kind of in your own world. You haven't really noticed too much how bad things are going. You turn around to reach for the shelf where you're keeping your concoction, and you notice there was a wall here before. I'm just seeing the sky now. Like, there's nothing behind you. You're just standing on the edge of what's left of your bar. And then there is a crash. Sweet, you barely made it. Like, the front end of the ship is on Helliver, but it just smashed against it, and it's slowly tipping backwards.
Oh my! Well, everyone, abandon ship. Wait, when you say Helliver,
Paulson
do you mean like the actual landmass, or?
It's tipping slowly backwards off of the landmass to fall into, well, the sea much, much, much further below.
Oh, the Great Sea. Well, I say, hey, if you no wait, destination reach, all off the ship.
Yeah. Paulson immediately gets up and starts running towards the front of the ship to jump off. And leaving behind the people who are still who are too sick from his concoction to even get up off their buckets.
No, I think
Why
Thaddeus would have been on the deck. So he's helping everybody else get to the front of the ship.
Okay.
How poorly counterfeited are their shillings?
You couldn't
They're made of
really
wood.
tell 'cause you were a bit sloshed yourself, but with adrenaline pumping as you're running, you can kind of just see, wait, these aren't right. They're not exactly chocolate, but they're sort of carved rocks.
Nice.
At least you didn't get wood.
Rowan is actually by his steering wheel, and he's contemplating, like, should he go down with the ship? Nah.
Okay, everyone make me an agility check.
Hey, Snake.
Agility check.
An agility check.
Snake,
Yeah.
may I grab a piece of the ship to use it to float?
You've got a little while to worry about before that, and also, you do know, as the captain of the ship, there were rowboats beneath. Maybe one of them has survived.
Fucking
Oh,
crushed
yeah!
it.
I hit a 4.
I hit that.
Me.
Ah, nice. I hit that. Holy
Oh
shit,
my-
that
14.
Wild die.
Yeah, wild die counts as success. It's like you don't
Yeah.
add them together. It's either one. Either one's
Yeah.
highest. You each make it off the ship. You run. Andrew's the kind of last one off. You had to run up from below deck and make the jump.
Actually, can I use my agility to basically check out the rowboats and stuff?
Yeah, you got some time. It was below deck, and basically it slid out of the hole that was created behind Andrew Paulson's bar and has landed kind of on the rocky crags. Some people have, the only 4 other survivors have immediately started running for it.
Okay, yeah, I'm running for it too.
So, let's zoom in, and here's what I'm gonna do now. So here's how I'm doing this with battle maps. We each get to draw them in. So,
What?
hang on, it's pretty simple. It's just like because I'm too lazy to just basically have made multiple battle maps ready. We're just gonna draw them in as we go, essentially.
Oh, sure.
So this is kind of roughish terrain. Each of you guys, you're basically. Have you ever been by the sea and just seen those kind of rocky formations they made
Yeah.
to, trap the sea, make sure the sea erosion's much slower? This is basically a natural version of that. It is just a big pile of kind of rocks that have kind of crunched together to form the bowl. Are you guys on the other page?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Let me grab a
Are
rowboat.
we in a battle map? Are we fighting people?
We might be fighting people.
Rowan rolled fighting instead of agility.
Did I?
Yeah.
Sure did.
What the fuck? Are you?
It doesn't. Oh.
Oh
Yeah, you
shit! I
did.
did.
Roll
I
that.
fucking
Roll that
did.
agility again. Well, actually, what is your agility? Oh, you
Oh,
want to
no.
throw down a Benny on that one?
Yeah. I don't want to die this.
Wait, before you use the Benny. Oh, too late.
Well,
What?
you can put him
No.
back.
I'm
I was gonna
thinking-
say, if I could use my 14 to actually help get him off the boat.
I'll
I
allow
noticed
it.
him trip.
I'm a bit drunk.
Yeah, with a 14, I'll definitely allow that. You kind of grab him, save him.
Yeah, I'll grab him by the scuff of his shirt as he's almost tripping.
Thanks, lad.
Yeah, no problem.
Say, did you know where my drinks went?
You pretty sure you drank them.
Nah, I had something down below deck, but they're gone. And what's that
Oh.
horrible smell?
I think Andrew might have been working on something.
Nah,
Yeah, I managed to nab a bottle before we went. You want it?
Nah. Actually, yes.
All right. Yeah. 2 shillings.
How about you get to be on my rowboat?
Yeah, sure. Andrew's kind of looking to see how close to the water we are.
Alright.
Yeah. Before you drink this, just look towards the water
No.
and away from me.
Why?
You know.
Common courtesy.
No.
Just in case.
So, after... I'm guessing you guys were saying this while riding towards the rowboat, and this is the situation we come to. So, you guys put yourselves where you want to start. I'm going to say that there is a line. There's a line.
I can't control my guy.
You should be able to
Do-do-do-do.
see these tokens.
I can't control my guy.
That's very bad. I'm fixing that.
Yeah, there we go.
It's
now
been
I
a while
can.
since I've done this. I am very, very out of
So I
practice.
can put myself where I want to. All right.
Yeah, but I was
There we
going to
go.
draw a line.
I'm over here.
Don't mean me.
Omewa Jinderu. Just appear behind them.
Oh my Romo.
I was just about to
Shinderu.
say I'm putting down a line. No. Lines. Here.
Line?
It's like in pool, you know? You gotta be behind the line.
I've joined them, actually.
I grew a mustache.
That's a rock.
No, Swede, that's my mustache.
That's a rock.
Half of your head is being crushed by a rock.
Alright, fine. I'm over here.
Okay.
That's not even.
It's behind the line. It's behind the line. Right, Snake?
I mean, technically you're right. You're being awful about it, but you're not wrong. I'm just adding some cover to the map that can be used. It's very simple. It's a very nice opening map, I feel.
So we can fill in the map then?
You guys can add stuff to the map.
Alright, cool. This right here is a sniper tower.
Come on, be reasonable. You know, I tried running this session, and like, the least I expected was people to be reasonable about these things.
You invited Neo.
Yeah, but you know, he treats Eric's games with respect.
Does he?
Dirty.
More than this.
Alright, 15.
I'm sorry, I'm retracting your sniper tower.
Why?
Okay, Snake. I want to draw something.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. It's a rock.
You know what? I've got an idea for a system for this. It has to be within reason, but you can spend bennies to add an advantage.
A
to the
sniper
map.
tower. Alright,
It
cool.
has to be within fucking reason. There was a hard qualifier there.
Wow. How is you need to explain to me how a sniper tower is beyond reason.
You're on a rocky outcropping on an island based on not quite ancient Hawaii before King Kamehameha. Ah. So,
There you go.
explain to me the ancient sniper towers of the Hawaiians.
Damn it.
Hey, Snake.
Yeah.
Can I draw a card?
Okay, let's get everyone onto the turn order. Well, first off, so you guys are running. I'm gonna say map
Yeah.
is drawn now. Neo, actually put yourself. Okay,
There we go.
there we go. So you guys are running up, and just as these guys see you approach, one of them draws a pistol and just yells, "Oi! Stay back! It's our rowboat got to it first."
No, good sir. That is my rowboat. I kept it. It's from my ship. I'm gonna. What do I roll for to convince this man that it
You roll
is in fact?
persuasion, which
Wait.
which
I don't have persuasion.
yeah,
But
you
let's
can still
fucking
roll
do it.
You can still roll
Uh,
an unskilled check. But by the way, this guy is
Oh!
to begin with. Okay, so you've moved him up from hostile to he's willing to bargain. He wants something for this. So he just kind of says, "Yeah, why should we give it to you? Came from your ship. Look where your ship's at now."
Well, you know, she was sold. You know, I have a good work offer here. I just need to finish my work, and I can pay you.
I don't think you can finish the work without the rowboat. We need the rowboat.
But I need a rowboat to finish the work. Then you also can get money, and surely you want money.
Want to survive this more than anything.
But yeah, you can do that. You can swim, right? Think of the money. I'm gonna roll fucking persuasion again.
Oh my.
That's not a critical failure because those aren't natural ones. Those are, but no, he's not convinced. In fact, he fires at your feet. He just says, "Back up. It's our boat now."
All right, you know what? Andrew, puts his head up above the cover. Now, how about this for a deal? You get away from our rowboat, and we don't blow your goddamn heads off.
It's my rowboat.
Is it? You'll have to draw faster than me, pal. And he's aiming his weapon.
I'm the fastest gun in the West.
So I'm gonna interject here. Snake, can we see these guys carrying anything? Specifically,
yes.
I'm looking for like if one of them is carrying like lantern oil or something, or like a lantern.
Sure. Roll me a notice check.
Do I have notice? Hell yeah, I have notice. Oh fuck.
You're scanning over them, but in the heat of the moment, you can't see any lanterns on them.
Okay.
Okay. Let us add to turn order. As these guys
That could
are
have been
now
cool.
aggressive. There'll be more chances.
We have to draw cards for this, right?
There's a thing for this. The only
Yeah, Snake gives us.
Yeah. So deal to turn order items. Oh,
I
Oh,
got a
shit.
claim.
Joker already.
Red Joker.
Oh no! Now he can
So,
decide
let's
to
see
go
here.
whenever.
Yeah, the Joker just means I can go whenever, right?
yes,
Yeah,
you get +2 to your actions, and you can go whenever the hell you want.
All right, I'm not gonna go right now.
I'm not
Okay.
the fastest gun in the West.
But you're thinking about how fast you are.
Yeah.
Okay, so first up is Rowan.
Oh, is Austin going last? Oh, sorry.
He
I
said
had to-
He said he's not going yet.
Okay, I'm Rowan the Madman. Actually, I need to just check how far away.
They are not.
Wait,
within-
which one is the one holding a gun against me?
It is this one. He's the one with the gun.
Who?
This one.
Oh, that one. Okay. 3, 6. What did the range do again? Like if I.
Range is like so. What are your range increments?
3, 6, 12.
Okay, so 3 to 6 is like short, and 6 to 12 is medium, which means a -2, and 12 and actually I believe no.
There we go.
Up to 3 is short range, up to 6 is medium, and up to 12 is long. So
And
Oh, that's
how
really
much-
short.
yeah.
And
Well,
how much does long? give me
-4.
Oh, fuck me sideways. Wait, I could. Oh, it's been a while, but I could
You
move,
can
right?
you can move, attack, and then move again. That's the thing about Savage Worlds. You can move to a point, and if you haven't used up all of your move, you can like keep moving after you've made your action. You're really just trying to angle for as few penalties as possible.
I can move up to 6 inches. Okay. Watch this madman. Fucking. Okay. He runs up here, and then he takes out his throwing knife, and he's gonna throw it at the guy with the gun. You roll throwing first, right?
Correct. That is a hit.
And now, knife. Do my damage.
Holy shit!
Very
he's,
good.
he's dead.
I throw it right into his fucking skull. Just shout, "Hey, right, lads! You don't fucking steal boats from me, Rowan Raven!"
So yeah, like you just run up. It's planted firmly in his forehead. He like falls backwards and smashes his skull against the side of the rowboat.
Yeah, maybe you lads wanna go away now. Ugh.
Killed Steve.
Oh, I really liked him.
Okay, so this fella is going to run up, and he is going to do a push action. He's going to try and shove you to the ground, knock you prone.
How petty!
Did he? Yeah, he ran. Yeah, he ran 4 inches. So this is an opposed strength test.
Sweet, what's your strength?
It's a D4.
What?
Yeah.
Nice. My connection to the server has been.
It only it dropped me for like a split second.
Okay, here we go.
Oh no, just barely. Yeah, like he just runs up. He ran a bit, so he got a bonus to that, but he just knocks you on your ass.
Who shoves up, man?
He does.
Oi, lad, what are you doing?
Alright, I'm gonna go
Throwing him
now.
Out of a plane.
Oh, you're going now.
Yeah, I'm gonna interject.
Alrighty.
So let's see here. Bolt has 12. I think Thaddeus might do. Hey, look at that. Does this rock block line of sight?
It's about hip height, let's say. So you can see
cool.
above it.
Cool, and he's on the ground, so he's out of the way.
Hmm.
I'm gonna hit this big guy. What does it look like he's holding?
He ain't
Does he have
holding
a
anything.
weapon or
He's just a big burly guy. He's standing pretty much like he is in the token. He's ready for a rumble with his fists.
Okay, cool. Now you're gonna have to help me with this one, but I'm gonna cast Bolt. Do I put any trapping I want on it?
You pick your trapping when you create the spell. You like design the
Okay.
spell around that trapping. So, what
Gotcha.
trapping did you have in mind for it?
It has fire on it, so it's like a firebolt.
Okie dokie. So, fire trappings, fire trappings, fire trappings. So you have 2 armor piercing. You might set him on fire. Yeah.
Let's see, but it increases the base by 1.
Oh, okay, so it costs you 2 power points.
I guess so. I didn't know how trappings
no,
work.
no, no. Okay, so essentially, if you spend an extra power point on it, it gains armor piercing 2.
Oh, cool.
Or you can just spend 1 and have standard, 2d6 damage, no AP.
Gotcha. Yeah, I'll just actually I'm gonna bump it up PowerPoint. It's a PowerPoint. That's an extra PowerPoint to increase the number of bolts, isn't it?
Yeah, up to 3 per bolt.
All right, I'll spend 2 points to actually shoot 2 bolts at him.
And so, with that as well, remember you are on a Joker. So you've got a +2 to your action.
Nice. So is that damage or just the spellcast?
Everything.
Oh, fantastic. Well then, let's kick this good dude's ass. Okay, so that's spellcasting +2. So Thaddeus quickly pulls out his rapier from his side, like swishes it in the air, and then like jabs it forward as 2 bolts of this like fiery arrow spits out from him and hits the guy.
I do want
Or
to actually
maybe
add,
the
just
guy.
like for, because Neo took an edge in it, so I have to qualify. Drawing weapons is an action. You don't have to roll for it,
Oh,
but it
yeah,
does incur
yes.
a -2 penalty for your other actions.
That's right.
You might want to keep that stowed for this turn.
Well then, fuck.
I mean, hey.
No, actually, if I'm getting a +2 on everything, I'll just eat that +2.
Okay, so you'll have your rapier at the ready when you need it.
Yeah. Yeah, it's just a free draw then for me. Fucking cast.
Alright, you hit.
Okay.
Roll another one. See how many of these hit. Roll another spellcasting, and we'll ignore the wild die. You get one wild die. Okay, one
Okay.
hits, one misses.
Okay. For 23 damage.
God damn. Okay. So as this man goes to charge a knocked prone Rowan, he's floored. Where do you hit him?
I hit him right in the heart.
Okay, yeah. He just kind of gets hit in the heart, his momentum just dies, he takes a couple more steps forward, and then just collapses. Okay, I made these guys to be chumps, but... Damn. They're getting chumped. Super fucking hard
Alright,
right
and
now.
I am 2 power points down.
Okay. This one just turns in this direction and just dives into the sea. And just starts swimming. He's like, you can have it. Rowboat takes more.
Good.
Yeah. He just decided, I know when to fold him.
Yeah, very good, very good. Smart man. Alright.
Very.
I draw my revolver as a free action.
Yep.
I bounce my way to cover over here. And I'm gonna shoot this guy over here. So, just gotta roll shooting then, right? Nothing too fancy.
Nothing too fancy. He's in range. Swede is not prone. The only way you'll hit him is if you roll a natural 1. No, not a natural 1, just a 1. Well, it's unlikely. There you go, you're fine. It's an 8.
Yep.
I'm actually going to double check the friendly fire.
I'd actually like to use my wild die here.
Oh, okay, you shoot Rowan.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, roll damage for Raven.
Alright,
No.
so that's an 8, so what do we do?
That means it's a hit with a raise. That means you roll raise damage. An 8 is a raise on a ranged attack.
Damn fucking right.
An 8, an 8.
Wow,
an 8.
damn.
And
I rolled
that
a
is
1.
just enough to kill him.
Damn right. My Great Bear Revolver.
Yeah. Do you want to describe the kill?
Yeah, I just, do a combat roll over this rock, drawing my signature Great Bear Revolver in one fluid motion. I aim it squarely at the guy and pop him between the eyes.
Nice. So, Rowan, just as you're not prone, he's rearing his saber back to try and plunge it into you. You get ready to defend, but no need. His head rockets back as he's hit.
Fantastic!
And there you guys go. That is the first combat.
Woo.
3 dead.
That's good, lads. That's good stuff. I'm going over here. I'm going over here, grabbing my knife.
If that had gone just a little bit worse, Paulson was going to shoot the rowboat and yell, "There! Now no one gets to use it. No one gets to."
I would have given you a penny and despised you for that.
So I debated setting it on fire.
Say, question. This guy, he had a revolver of some kind, right?
He had a steam pack pistol.
Oh, and a steam pack.
Seems I'm unable to get on top of the rowboat.
How heavy is
Let
a
me fix
steam
that.
pack?
You just felt the need to crawl under it. It is 15 weight. But you could just probably chuck that in the rowboat if you wanted.
Yeah, no, I'm doing that with the revolver and that, just shucking it in there.
It's not a revolver, it's a pistol.
Or whatever,
Yeah.
pistol.
Yeah.
I'm
have
chucking
a
it in
revolver.
there. Okay, boy, get on the boat. Wait, what happened to the guy who paid us? Did he go with us or?
I described he was blown off the side of the ship by cannonball.
He's fine.
Oh yeah. Oh okay.
He's fine.
Yeah, he had a parachute.
Boy, get on the boat. So I hope you guys know how to row.
Nope. Paulson, tips his hat down and leans back.
So, just describe what you're seeing. Well, I mean, do you all get on the rowboat, or do you just want to stay on the rocky outcropping and...
I'm on the rowboat.
I know.
I'm a rower.
I saw someone didn't get on the rowboat.
No, we're all on the rowboat.
Okay, so you get on the rowboat, and what you guys are seeing is, like, I'm gonna say you guys are here. I should probably put, like, a group token down so that we're all, like, clear on position. In fact, let us do that. Let's have a tiny little cross to denote where we are relatively. There we go. So we're about there. What you guys see is the ship that you were meant to hunt down, take the loot from. It made a quick turn to try and fly over Hellever, lose the other ships, but it sustained a lot of damage, and it crashes into the side of the mountain. And
Questions. Snake.
Yes. Yeah.
The people that shot us down, were they the Screaming Eagles?
You didn't get a clear image of shot you down because once the battle started, it was just kind of every man for themselves. All the ships were just kind of going at each other to get the cargo, while trying to not hit the cargo. If you want to roll like a smarts check to see any particular factions who were there, I will allow that.
I'm gonna do that.
Okay, so you recognized a lot of pirate flags of various people from Ramshackle who also somehow knew about the cargo. There was also a giant ivory white ship that, an ivory white like paint job on a ship represents that it's from the Keepers of Cannon. And you did notice a couple of orcish boats. However the orcs found out about that, that's anyone's debate.
Oh god. Okay, lads, we have competition from the lads back at the Ramshackle, and a couple of them keepers of
I will add though, there were Screaming Eagles there. Like there were 2 boats of them, but it wasn't their like biggest ships that they could possibly field.
And there were some Screaming Eagles. Twit! He spits outside the boat. Yeah.
Like, it just seems from the kind of boats that turned up, the only people who, like, took the situation really seriously and sent their big ships were Cannon. Everyone else was just, like, thought it would be an easy gig.
Yeah.
And the ship, it's the Blue Cross, it crashes down here. Now, does anyone want to make a smarts check about the people of Hellever?
Sure.
Ugh.
Okay. So, you remember just kind of bits and bobs about the people of Hellever. There are 3 tribes on it. The biggest, most populous, is the Hellever tribe. They're a hell of a tribe. I'm going to run that joke into the ground because Neo made it. There is the much smaller, there is the much smaller but very militaristic, very, very dangerous Hiapo tribe. And they are around
Say that again? Yanpo?
Hiapo.
You want to spell that?
Yeah, I can spell it. I can spell many things.
But will you?
The Hiapo. Oh.
Oh.
Yup.
And lastly, there is the Mahina tribe. And it has crash-landed in their territory.
So, lads,
Cargo
did
ship?
anyone see when he landed?
Huh?
The cargo ship crash landed, right?
The cargo on the Blue Cross
Yeah.
landed in Mahina territory.
Nice.
What you do also know is the Hellever. They are probably the oldest tribe on the island, one of the oldest tribes on the island. Very, very populous. Well, they do accept outsiders, but they're also very suspicious. And they do try and protect the island's sacred grounds quite a lot, which does create an issue. The Mahina tribe are a bit more modern. They're a break off from the Helluva, and the Hiapo are, just kind of from history, that they're not originally of the island. There are people that dived off of the cluster when many, many years ago the cluster kind of hovered above the island. They dived down into the sea and decided to settle down here.
I'll be right back.
Okie dokie.
Nice.
So, now the intro's out of the way, what are you guys going to... Well, wait for Austin to get back, but you guys got to decide what you're going to do. Your captain's dead, but that cargo was apparently worth
I'm
something.
captain.
Well, the guy who was paying you for the job.
Oh, okay, yeah, the guy
he's
paying us.
he's gone. You saw where the cargo went down, and there are a few ships that survive that are now kind of circling.
It's times like these that really separates the men from the boys.
Is it?
Yes.
Would you say that the boys and men feel separated now?
Paulson's sleeping.
Who's rowing?
Rowan.
Yes, sir.
Hey, Rowan's rowing.
It's in his name.
Yeah.
I've heard that joke so many goddamn times. So, I need to shoot. Oh god, I just realized I don't have any shooting skills either. I'm so gonna fucking try to use this goddamn gun.
You have one throwing knife, and you're just gonna have to retrieve it after each throw.
Yes. Is there a problem with that, Snake?
Not for me. It's just like, I'm gonna say that pulling a knife out of a corpse is an action.
Nice.
Does that seem
Good.
fair?
Yeah, that seems fair. I mean, hey now. I guess these guys are probably smaller than me.
Smarter, did you say?
Smaller.
Oh, okay.
Tinier. Also, fuck. I've lost a bunch of pins. Or rather what they are.
Huh?
Did we pass the guy who started swimming?
Eventually, yeah.
Nice.
I'm waiting for Austin to get back to ask you guys where you decide to go.
I
On
think
the
we should
island.
ignore the cargo, TBH, and settle down. Paulson sets about introducing the concept of the sniper tower to the Helluva tribe.
You're not gonna let this go on. Oh, it's a hell of a sniper tower you got there. Man, I was trying to show off, like, gang up and group synergy actions. That was a tutorial fight, and Austin's just like, lol, no, Joker, fuck those guys. And everyone dies.
Yeah. Yeah. Shit, why don't I have Deadshot? Double ranged damage when dealt Joker.
Those fucking double damages can be ridiculous. They're really situational, but, you know, double fucking damage.
Yeah, man.
Especially if you combine that with No Mercy. Which, okay, that's kind of like even more situational, where it's like, you know, if you can spend a Benny to re-roll damage. So even if you roll like a 2, it's like, nah, fuck it, I'm putting down a Benny. I'm getting better damage.
Yeah, I'm fucking right. Why aren't there any like edges to like let me hit pressure
I'll be right
points
back.
in martial arts like Kenshiro?
There's probably stuff like that in splat books.
You're already dead.
There are cold shots, but that's like not exactly what you're after. There is also wild attack, where you can sacrifice your parry to do more damage and have better odds of hitting.